Hi, I'm Joe Skilton, and welcome to my show on the Virtual Channel Network. So, you've taken a little bit of advice, you've went off to the shop, and you've started to practice some magic. And now you feel it's ready, this trick that you've worked on, and you want to show it to somebody. If you're lucky, it'll go off without a hitch. If you're unlucky, you'll go back and you'll practice some more. But either way, you're going to get to a point where you're going to show this trick to somebody, and it's going to go great. And then the question's going to come. The question that I've heard, well, for years and years and years. Wow, that was really cool. How'd you do it? No, seriously. How'd you do it? Really? How'd you do it? People are going to ask you this, and they're going to get pretty insistent. And you're going to be stuck. You're going to wonder, well, how should I answer? This person's a friend or a relative, husband, wife, and they want to know how it's done. And you're going to want to tell them. You're going to want to tell them because you've spent hours practicing this effect, and you're proud of yourself. You're proud because you've worked at this, and you've gotten it to look good, and you're sure that when you show them how it works, they'll admire you for your dedication to it, and also they'll appreciate how really hard it is. See, magic is different than any other art, like, say, playing piano. If you watch a piano player hitting those keys, you can tell they're good. You can just tell. I mean, when they play a really difficult piece, you watch their fingers fly over that keyboard, and you say to yourself, wow, they're good. Magic is just the opposite. It's the only art where this is the case. In magic, if you're really good, it should look like you're not doing anything at all. True skill in magic means that people watching you have no idea what you've just done, and that can be a little frustrating to the ego. My advice to you when somebody asks you this question is to not tell them how it works. Now, I know, sometimes you're thinking, wait, Joe, magicians, they have this reputation for being these guys who never want to share the secret. I don't want to be that guy. You do, and here's why. See, they're not going to appreciate how it's done. When they see it, it's going to be as if you, showed them how to do a puzzle. Magic isn't a puzzle. It's enjoyed when people go home later that night and they think about it and they still can't figure it out. It brings a smile to people's faces, young and old. And when you show how the trick works, it's like showing somebody how you did a Rubik's Cube or how you put a jigsaw together. People don't really want to know how magic works. Maybe you like, eating steaks, but you don't want to go to a slaughterhouse and see how they're made. I think this is true in magic. So what do you do when they ask you? You just say no? No, I'm not going to tell you how it's done and storm out of the room? No. See, when people ask you how it's done, they're not really asking you how it's done. They're just trying to find some way to connect with you and prolong the moment of astonishment. My favorite response is just to ask, did you like it? You'll almost always get a yes. If you feel intent on answering the question, don't give the answer that I've seen a lot of magicians do. Someone will say, hey, how'd you do it? And they'll say, very well, thank you. It's a clever answer, but it's cheesy as hell, and you come off looking like a jerk. I'd say, I did it as well as I possibly could. Did you like it? This is a great way to build rapport and get people to start talking about other things. And then they can talk about how you got started in magic and what kind of magicians that they like and magic that they enjoy to see. One of magic's greatest strengths is that it's a terrific conversation starter. And you're going to find as you go down this little road that there's a lot of ways that you can meet people and make connections. I know salespeople who will go on a call and do magic for the secretary or the person waiting up at the front desk. They'll be remembered. You'd be amazed. These people who only come to the office maybe a tenth as much as some of the other people, the secretaries, the assistants up at the front, they remember their names. It's a very powerful tool, and I hope you use it. Thanks a lot for watching my show. I'm Joe Skilton. This is the Virtual Channel Network.